Good morning, or whatever time it is where you are. It's morning here. It's kind of dreary outside, but that's not making me feel any less good for a change. This is video number 2 of, I guess, low carb Barb. I am continually being amazed at how good I feel. And just since I gave up all the junk, and when I say all the junk, folks, you really have no idea how much junk I was consuming, not in one sitting, but when a person drives around in their car all day, it's pretty private and you can do pretty much what you want. And I did. Before February 2nd, well, let's go back, December 13th, I gave up sugar because I came to the realization that I was powerless over sugar. And that sounds so ridiculous to some of you people who can moderate what you eat when it comes to sugar. I am not one of those people. I'm an abstainer. If I open up a bag of M&Ms, a big bag, let's just say, like the holiday, they look so pretty in the bowl, and what harm could a few M&Ms do? Well, when you're a sugar addict, they can do a heck of a lot of harm, and I'm living proof, because I could easily eat the entire bowl throughout the day. It looks fairly innocent, unless you happen to be my husband, who's kind of monitoring me, but not, he's not saying anything, but I know it's pretty obvious that he notices that the bowl keeps becoming empty and gets filled up by me. Anyway, so that's the kind of eating that I was doing. And in my car, it might be a whole bag of Werther's caramels with the ooey gooeys on the inside. It might be a pack of Oreos that never make it home. So and fast food. I mean, come on. Who wants to pack a lunch every day? Well, I have before, and it definitely served me well. And saves you money and a lot of health issues, I'm sure. So, but no, when there's just times when people get lazy, and I'm one of them, and it was just easier to drive through. Plus, I mean, come on, a McDonald's breakfast biscuit, so good. So the nostalgia's kicking in as I think about these foods that I can't eat anymore. But it's not a can't. I can pull through any time I want and get one. But right now, for today, why would I? I feel so good. So why do I feel so good? I gave up sugar in December 13th. And then finally gave up the other fast food and biscuits and gravy and all those things that I love. I don't know if I have to give them up forever, but sugar, yes. But the other stuff, I'm hoping to be able to maybe eat once in a while. We'll see. For today, I'm not eating it. So what am I eating? I am eating primarily, I am doing a beef isolate protein smoothie in the morning, and I add butter, and I add, I add coffee that I didn't drink. I drink decaf, and I put almost 1 tablespoon of butter in it every morning, and 1 tablespoon of heavy whipping cream. So I drink, and that really tastes good. No sweetener, no artificial, no nothing. And it's really good. But I just don't drink a lot of coffee. So I pour that in my smoothie after it's cold. And the smoothie is a brand called Equip, Prime Protein, I think. And it's beef isolate. And it is sweetened with stevia, but it's very little sweetness. And then it has cocoa powder because I get the chocolate. So only 3 ingredients, which I love. But I will still add another tablespoon of MCT oil, which is medium chain triglycerides. Great for the brain. And That's how I start my day now. And then if I get hungry, which I don't, another miracle, I have to admit, I will eat either what I brought from leftovers the night before, which could be some cold steak, some cold shrimp, or cold buffalo wings. Could be cold. It just has to be cold because I don't have a microwave in my car. So I eat that for lunch if I'm hungry. And I'm barely hungry until, I don't know, 1 or 2 o'clock now. Used to, it was like, oh, it's noon, I better stop and eat, regardless if it made me late for my next patient. So there's that for lunch. And then dinner is 2 meats. I have been really eating the different meat. Red meat, mostly. But like last night, we had bratwurst for the first time. I've never made bratwurst. I bought it from a great company online. It tasted so good. And we had that alongside some buffalo wings that I made from scratch in my new air fryer. And it was just delicious. And you get full so fast when you eat fat and protein. You just do. You don't sit there eating chip after chip, fry after fry, or whatever it is that's on your plate. So that's kind of the 3 things for the day. And I haven't given up diet soda, and I know that's slowing the weight loss, and I know it's still spiking my insulin, not my sugar. My sugar has been flat, but and under 100 every single day. And I'm using a glucose monitor, but I'm not diabetic. Anyway, all that to say, I have never felt better about what I'm eating. I've never enjoyed what I'm eating. I mean, really enjoyed the taste, the flavor, the texture, getting full and satiated, the most important part. Before, I could eat and eat and eat and eat and still want something else. It's not happening with this diet. Anyway, I'm also listening to tons of influencers. Dr. Ken Berry, Dr. Philip Obadia. He's a heart surgeon. He wrote a book called Stay Off My Operating Table. And you know what his top 4 foods are? Steak, 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 and steak. So you have to, or you don't have to. I am unlearning all of you gotta have fiber, you gotta have vegetables with all the phytonutrients. There's nothing essential in a vegetable. There's nothing. Fiber is not essential. In fact, I'm finding out good things about not having tons of fiber in my diet because, well, I won't even go there. Anyway, I am enjoying this journey so much, and I just can't get over how good I feel. And yes, I will get my blood work done. And no, it's not what you think. There's a whole different panel of blood work than what our doctors have been telling us that we need to look at. Insulin, for one thing. Your small particle LDL, not all of your LDL. LDL is almost completely unimportant. Triglycerides are important, and insulin is important. The 2 most important. So anyway, rethink, or at least consider rethinking what you've been taught your entire life if you're like me. And if you have any questions, I'm here.